Thanks to the Great Courses Plus for sponsoring this video. You know, I should read more books, is something I occasionally say to myself with a sigh. And then refresh Twitter. Refresh. Sweet miscellaneous surface level overly reductive hot takes on issues about which I didn't even know I cared. And I probably don't, but I'm still doing it. Did I want to do something else? I don't remember. Or care. Refresh. No! Because for the past several weeks I have actually been reading more books. This is fake sweat. How did I do it? Good old-fashioned research! I compiled a list of ways to do it based on the things that I Googled, and now I'm going to list that list at you. How to read more books. 1. Why? Answer this question first. This is the most important thing. The rest is basically just filler, so you can go back to your Instagrams. Why do I even want to read more books? Do you need to read more books? I don't think you do, but I want to. So I need to identify why, so that when I decide, I don't want to read, then I need to remember my reasons why I should, and so then I do it. And here are my reasons in this sub-list. 1, what is it? Increase knowledge. Duh. You read stuff, you learn stuff. You read, you learn, you dream. True, you can learn stuff on the internet too, like watching videos about how to read more books. Haha, meta joke! Not all the information on the internet is reliable, but not all the information in books is reliable. But there's another danger with the internet, and that is that you're more prone to fall down rabbit holes. That's a danger with working in a garden too. More on that on my gardening series that I will never do. But the internet can pull you in to learn stuff you didn't even know you wanted to learn, and then you're learning more and more and more, and then you end up in a Russian prison. Again. Point is, the internet, depending on how you use it, can be a distraction-filled cesspool of trendy hot takes and superficial factoids devoid of value. My nickname in high school. Whereas books are a focused cesspool of pages and pages of words around the same topic, usually. And it's information that you're actively seeking out. That will always be there and not pushed down by new stuff being posted. If it is, then you might have a magic book and you might be a wizard. If so, stay tuned for my series on how to wizard better, which I'll never make. Second reason I want to read more books, a good book is really good. Now, my first love is movies. Actually, probably Popples. Remember Popples? For some reason, I really liked them when I was little. But next is movies. But getting into a really good book, which is more rare for me, is the best. It's like it's being made inside your own head with your own words being created in your brain. They're just happening in there and blossoming into images. You're a wordmancer. 3, helps me sleep. Yeah, I often have a problem sleeping. Throw a good book in front of me and honestly, this is just filler. I needed to say something after I listed the thing. 4, it relaxes me. Looking at my phone these days, it's like, now, what's next? Ooh, what's going on right now? But reading a book is like, yeah, these are the thoughts of a person from a while ago. It's nice. 5, creative inspiration, otherwise known as stealing ideas. 6, a change in perspective. A good story can offer you an alternate point of view from your own stupid worldview. And there are many books I've read that have taught me some things that I still think about to this day. Books like Start With Why, Decisive, 50 Shades of... There's the list. Now I just need to remember this is why I'm doing it, so then it will be easier to do the rest of the things on the list. Which leads to number 2. Have a book everywhere. Have them in your backpack, ebooks on your phone, audiobooks for when you're doing stuff and you want to keep out the bad thoughts. Carry books around the house with you as you stumble in a zombified stupor like the oafish old man that you are. Put them on coffee tables, nightstand, day stand, poop stand. All of this leads to number 3. Read multiple at the same time. What? More than one book? What? Maybe that doesn't work for you. Well, works for me. And if you make them different types of books, you can tailor them to different situations. Easy breezy novels for when you want to kill time, motivational nonfiction for when you're having midlife crises, historical nonfiction for when people are around and you want to look really smart, nonfiction for when you want to read about Indian bread. I've been reading Dr. Aaron Carroll's great book, The Bad Food Bible, while I've been sitting on the toilet expelling my bad food. I listen to audiobooks when I go for a run, read a book on Kindle when I wake up in the middle of the night and I don't want to wake up China by turning on a light, so I use the light from the Kindle. I know many of you are going to be saying that the blue light might be keeping me awake, but I don't really think so because I lay awake without it all the time too. And I just have a book next to me everywhere I go, which is within this house these days. I just finished The Splendid and the Vile, a book about Winston Churchill during the bombings of London during World War II. So fun. And now after a week, I'm already 3/4 of the way done with this book. This is a high rate of reading for me. Oh, and I started reading this book right after I finished this one because number 4, have a book ready for before you finish a book. Or whatever I wrote. Yeah, that. Having a book ready is good because something filler. Number 5, read little bits at a time. This is very useful for me. It's like that 10-minute rule I talked about, but for books. It could be like a 1-page rule or whatever length you want. I think one problem I've had is assigning too much importance on books. It's just a bunch of stupid words on stupid pages made from wood. Wood. stupid. I get to thinking that reading's supposed to be some grand ritual, like, oh, welcome to the reading room, sir. Here's your robe, your pipe, your snifter of cognac. Now sit back, relax, as you immerse your soul into literature. Literature. It's just a bunch of words. You could just grab it, pick it up, read a paragraph, read a sentence. The book police are not going to come banging in. They'll usually knock first. 6, don't be afraid to quit a book. This is a book I should read. Oh, this is what everyone says is good. I can't start that book because I'll forget about this book. Sometimes it's a problem because it takes a little while before a book really gets good. You know what would happen if you quit before you let it get good? Nothing. You just read another book. So what? I'm pretty sure there are other good books. Let me check. I'm gonna Google. How many good books are there? Oh, turns out a lot. 7, grab a book instead of your phone. Here's what I've been doing lately. Oh, free time. Better grab my phone. And I'll go for my phone, and then I think through, what am I gonna do when I open up my phone exactly? And I usually don't have a good answer other than, let's see what's going on. Which is basically me saying, hey phone, tell me what to do and think. And then my phone's like, sure thing, bro. Think about everything all the time. Every time I grabbed a book instead, I didn't regret it. I don't lack any current event information that I need, and I get to read a book. It's like gaining time. 8, learn how to find a good book. If thee yearnest to read, thee musteth enumerate thine books. Shakespeare. Ian sounding quote. Craig Benzine. This one was going to be called Make a List, but then I realized that I make lots of lists of books, and I usually don't go to them to read them. So I don't know if that works. But you can do a Google, go to Reddit, find out what people like. In the olden days, we had these things called libraries that were open that you could find out stuff at. One thing to be wary of, though, is when you do that, you're going to find a lot of people talking about their favorite books or classics that you must read, that you should read. That's putting books up on a high pedestal again. Kind of makes the whole idea of reading the book less fun when you feel like you should read it. Another thing you can do is just find random books, briefly read the back, and if it sounds good, grab it. One of my best reading experiences was I picked up the book A Kind Worth Killing from a bestseller shelf at an airport. It was a bestseller, so yeah, a lot of people liked it, but no one told me it was their favorite. No one was talking about it. I'd never heard of it before. I read the back. It was kind of a suspense thriller, grabbed it, and I read it in a few days. It was a wonderful experience. No one told me to read it. No one knew I was reading it. It felt a little naughty. It also kind of felt unimportant, so maybe that's why I read it. That's not to say you shouldn't read classics or try out someone else's favorites, but if you're always saying, oh, I should read this, I should read that, and then you never do read anything, maybe to get the ball rolling, just grab some smut or something lighter or less important or whatever. There's my list. It has been working for me for the last month. I'm more excited about reading now than I've been in a long time. So, yay, it's fine. Sick of those videos where they're like, ooh, I read a book a day and it's changed my life. Maybe it has. I'm glad for you. But you live, you learn. You dream, you learn. Now I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, The Great Courses Plus. It is way better than the crappy Courses Minus. I've tried that. Turned out way worse than, well, as bad as I expected. But The Great Courses Plus is the antithesis of the way I described aspects of the internet earlier. The distraction-filled cesspool of surface-level trendy hot takes and superficial factoids devoid of value, my nickname in high school. This is where you can go to get deep knowledge. Full courses of lectures from professors from top schools and experts from places like National Geographic. Technically not a place. I mean, it does have offices, but it's just kind of an organization. But you know what I mean. They have over 11,000 lectures on all sorts of things. Math, science, history, literature, how to play chess, how to cook, an everyday guide to beer, how to sing, which is something I obviously don't need. You lose. This isn't just a bunch of schlubby influencers on the internet telling you how to do stuff like this guy. This is people who've been studying and teaching this stuff their whole life. Well, maybe not when they're like 10, but come on. Speaking of books, I'm working my way through how great science fiction works because sci-fi is usually my genre of choice, and it is incredibly interesting. I'm learning how Mary Shelley may arguably be the person who started the whole science fiction genre when she wrote Frankenstein, and finding out about a lot of new old books that I want to read. And this is going to be a great resource for future videos that I'm going to make. Normally I'll find articles on the internet and people to interview, and sometimes I'll read a book and I'll do napping. I'll do a lot of napping. Dreams are a good resource. But this is a better place to start. Just a good way to slow the constant barrage of headlines. A nice focused discussion on a topic for a while. They're giving away a free trial for just you if you go to thegreatcoursesplus.com/WheezyWaiter. Click the link right down there in the doobly-doo to start your free trial today. And that is all video-wise. I mean, for this video. I'll make more videos later, assuming you continue watching videos, and you may want to quit and start reading books after you watch this video. Maybe I shouldn't have made this video. If you like more life tips about stuff, I have a playlist of those kind of videos. YouTube thinks you'll like that video. My Patreon, where you can support me, I make a week daily vlog, a video every single weekday in which I'm talking about the things I'm working on and my thoughts and stuff. Subscribe, like, comment! Read. My dreams are a good resource.